Vanessa and welcome to my YouTube channel, Vanessa's Nest. So guys, I'm here in one of the hospitals here in Cebu South. And I'm having this paper and I've been bringing this paper since last week past because I'm processing the inclusion of one of my products. So this is also one of our tasks as a med rep. We don't just place our drugs or our medicines here in the hospital. Like we couldn't just say, oh ma'am, bili na ako tambal lundi din. Baligya diha. No, it's not like that. If you want your brand to be included in the hospital, you need to have endorsers of your brand. So like there should be at least, there are some hospitals like they would need 3, sometimes 5 doctors to endorse your product. So like here, they only need 3 doctors to endorse your product and 1 doctor to as a proponent, meaning they will be the one to present, or they will be the one to present it during the meeting. So because hospitals, like, they don't just accept any kinds of drugs or any kinds of medicines or any kinds of brands. Don't kay amiga ka, palakasay, no. You need to have endorsers ng mga doctors who are users also. Like, you have to go through the process. Kaya every hospital has their own policy of accepting medicines to be included in their formulary, because can you just imagine, it's like kada mga products sa hospital nila mo man na ilang ihatag silang patients, so they have to make sure nga quality yun nga product and it's been tested already. And sometimes there are some hospitals nga they would ask you what are other hospitals nga nagamit ani van, asa pa man ani mo siya na include, so to boost their confidence ba nga okay mong product to use to put in the formulary. So that's one thing, guys. So that's why it's just part of our job. So it's a really definite notion like magpapirma lang mi, maglakaw lang mi, no. Part lang na siya, but that's just the tip of the iceberg. But above all that, daghan kini gyud pang trabaho. Like kaning inclusions, like if you would accept, you will approach the doctor and you endorse your product. Do you think the doctors will just sign it? Paragon na to, good, mapasign ta. Mahadlok mga lita, may nang ita, makriso pa lang po ana. So same thing with doctors. Why would they sign it, Van? Why would they endorse your product? So that's one thing also, that you need to know your products. Because they would ask you about it. There are some doctors they would just sign right away, but there are some doctors they would ask. So it's really important that you know your products really well, so that if they would ask you any questions about your product, matubag mo, so they will sign your product. If you cannot answer, do you think the doctor will sign? Because they will be the one who use it. And sila na answerable sa hospital. Oh, ikaw man, Dr. A, ikaw may nag-endorse ani. So, muna siya. So, that's just part of our job. So, once ma-include na ni siya sa formula, once it will be included in the formulary, because they will also have this meeting.
All hospitals have their respective pharmacy therapeutics committee, or we MedRep simply call it PTC, and they would usually have their meetings set either quarterly, semi-annually, or annually. And the purpose of this meeting, this is according to one of my pharmacist friends, that the purpose is to basically manage the medications being used in the hospital. And during the meeting, they would usually discuss and make evaluations of the safety and efficacy of the medicine, update the prices, and they would also, like our favorite, they would also check our movement. They would check the movement of each brands, or what we call in the MedRep lingo, the sell out. For them also to assess if this certain brand has prescribers or not, so that they can decide whether to dislodge it or it will be deleted in their formulary, and time for them to welcome another brand as replacement. So as a med rep, it's really important for you to watch out for the schedule of the PTC meeting, so as that you can also prepare for your documents and papers and requirements for the inclusions. That is if you're not yet available in the formulary. But if you're already in the formulary, if your brand is already in the hospital, then no sweat. You just have to ensure the movement, or you just have to make sure that there's still prescribers of your brand. So promotion to your doctors, reminding them of your brand, will now be your utmost responsibility as a medical representative. So that's why you see us med reps in the hospitals roaming from one clinic to another clinic, promoting our brands to remind our doctors of our brands. So that's how it is.
Why? Once the new products will be included in the formulary, our work doesn't stop there. So, by that time, nga na sa sulod, so that's when the time magsige na may promote nga doc is already in the hospital. If you have patients who will be needing this kind of generic, doc na akong brand diha. So inana siya. And if you have other products nga ibo pa gid ipa-include, it's not, sometimes we medreps we don't bring just one product. Sometimes we are promoting a lot of products. So karon ako include lang is one brand lang. So hopefully ma-okay na ni siya and it will be sales. So if I will always promote it to the doctors, so inig ato sa pharmacy, they will be bringing my brand. So dapat na ako halin nasa pharmacy. So that's how it goes, guys, ha. It's not literal that we're selling, "Hoy, will you buy from me?" It's not like that, ha. So I'm gonna walk you through more of our job, what it's like to be a med rep. And for those who are really want to know or curious to know kung unsa jud me, unsa jud among product. So that's all for today.
More vlogs coming up on what really is a job of a medical representative on Vanessa's next YouTube channel.